popular 37-year-old star is coming for Mercedes Mone's title belt. A popular Japanese star, an AEW performer, recently called out TBS Champion Mercedes Mone and vowed to go after her title. Earlier this month, Mone had a big match against the said star. The 37-year-old star in question, Mina Shirakawa, is currently signed to Japan's World Wonder Ring Stardom. She often appears on AEW TV for some major matches and storylines. At the recently concluded Wrestle Dynasty pay-per-view in Tokyo, Shirakawa squared off against Mercedes Mone in a winner-takes-all match. Mone put her NJPW Strong Women's title on the line, while Mina Shirakawa put her Rev Pro Undisputed British Women's Championship up for grabs. At the end of a decent match, the CEO managed to capture the Rev Pro title from Shirakawa and became a triple champion. The CEO also holds the TBS and NJPW Strong Women's Championships. Hence, she has a massive target on her back. Meanwhile, Mina Shirakawa is ready to avenge her loss at Wrestle Dynasty. On X/Twitter, Shirakawa shared a video where she talked about her loss against Mone and said she would come after her title again. This year started with a loss at Tokyo Dome, but that defeat only made me stronger. I will stand at the center of the world, no matter what. Mercedes, I will come for the belt you hold once again. AEW star wants to face Mercedes Mone in an Iron Woman match. Former AEW Women's World Champion Thunder Rosa wants to face Mercedes Mone in an Iron Woman match. In an interview with Tim Hann Rivera, Rosa called out the CEO for a major stipulation bout. I just want to beat her a asterisk asterisk. I just want to beat everybody's a asterisk asterisk. But I don't want to do a street fight. I would love to do because she's been having some bout asterisk asterisk matches. She did this in NXT with Bayley. I want to do an Iron Woman match with her. It's time for her. Mone has yet to have a face-off with Thunder Rosa in AEW. Only time will tell when the two will finally square off inside the squared circle. Photos: MJF and Mercedes Mone unexpectedly meet outside AEW. AEW star Mercedes Mone is currently having the run of her career. She is the reigning AEW TBS Champion and the NJPW Strong Women's Champion. Furthermore, she became the new undisputed British Women's Champion at the recent Wrestle Dynasty pay-per-view. Like the CEO, one of Tony Khan's most reliable wrestlers is MJF. The Salt of the Earth is a former AEW World Champion and AEW International Champion. He also won the Dynamite Diamond Ring 6 consecutive times. He's currently in a rivalry with Jeff Jarrett, and the two men will probably lock horns soon. Interestingly, Mone and MJF recently met at CP Create, a pro wrestling academy, a wrestling school run by Pat Buck. In the latest edition of Mone Mag, the former WWE star explained how this unlikely meetup happened. I swung by CAP Create, a pro wrestling academy, run by Pat Buck, someone I've worked with since WWE. I love getting down and training with folks from all corners of the globe. And guess what? I even bumped into an AEW superstar there. MJF. Talk about a fun surprise. Yeah, baby, wrote Mercedes Mone, that it looks like the two individuals deeply respect each other. It will be interesting to see if they work together on screen in the future. Mercedes Mone on her appearance on Sherry. A few days back, the former Sasha Banks appeared on a popular talk show called Sherry. Its host is Sherry Shepherd, and the CEO has a fun yet meaningful interaction. Furthermore, Mone wrote about this in her weekly newsletter. My appearance on Sherry Shepherd was, of course, fun, but also meaningful. Being on the show and chatting about my life was great. We talked cousin Snoop, brother Joshua, life and career, wrote the 32-year-old on her experience. 2024 was a fruitful year for Mercedes Mone, and hopefully, she will become a much bigger star this year. Mercedes Mone on AEW debut in Boston, returning to U.S. wrestling. Sasha Banks' legacy. Mercedes Mone is one of the biggest names in wrestling right now, and she got to have her big coming out party in her hometown. During her AEW debut on Big Business in Boston this week, Mone, the CEO, shared with the crowd that she was the first ever woman to main event a pay-per-view at the TD Garden. The veteran wrestler from the Boston area, born Mercedes Varnado, and who first made a name for herself as Sasha Banks in WWE, stopped by the Boston stations of NBC and Telemundo to recap how it felt to be back in her hometown. She also shared how she plans to continue breaking wrestling's glass ceilings and offered some insight into what she does in her spare time. Mercedes Mone. Big business was everything for me, and for it to be in Boston, where it all began for me, and for my family to be here, my friends, my co-workers, my fans from all over the world. It just wasn't fans from Boston. They came from legit all over the world to celebrate such a beautiful and amazing moment. To have it here in Boston was so incredible, to be out in that crowd and to see my brother's face, my mom's. For people who don't know my story, I quit school at the age of 13 to take care of my brother, who has disabilities. That my dream to become a pro wrestler started here in Boston, at North Andover, at Chaotic Wrestling. It's so crazy to see how far I've come, from going to WWE and doing this women's evolution, being a leader of the women's evolution, to being here at AEW and to lead this AEW global evolution. I'm very a big sucker for full circle moments. TD Garden, AEW debut. The crowd ate you up the moment you walked out. How did that feel? I'm still on such a high. I have goosebumps because it's been almost 2 years since I've been on American television, but honestly, my fans really didn't make me feel like I was gone. I was trending every single day. They never let my name die, and it was just so beautiful. Just the CEO chants with my name dropped, and I walked through those tunnels. The eruption was the biggest eruption I've ever felt, and I've been in professional wrestling for 14 years. I had the biggest goosebumps, I had the biggest smile, and I just felt so complete. I really found my home. That I know you've heard this question probably a million times at this point, but let's quickly talk about it. Sasha Banks is no more. That feels weird to say, but what did you learn from Sasha? And then let's talk about Mercedes. I learned everything from Sasha. I learned how to be strong, how to stand up for myself, how to be a boss, how to be a leader. All of that taught me who I am today, to elevate. To go from a boss to a CEO is my mission. The next thing after that is hopefully being a chairwoman, a shareholder, who knows. I learned from AEW president and CEO, Tony Khan, every day. He's going to teach me his ways. But no, just to keep on leveling up in life. I think people need to know to grow, and it's okay to grow. It could be nerve-wracking. It could be a little scary. I promise you, once you cross that line, when you go straight through it, the victory and the energy is just so magical that you just have to live the happiest life. And I'm the happiest I've ever been here. I'm just so excited to go. More from Kwani has questions. In this series, Kwani A. Lunis talks to people connected to the Boston area about their lives and the moments that got them to where they are today. From politicians to athletes to entertainers. Everyone has a story, and Kwani's goal is to get to the heart of it. Mercedes Mone's, FK Sasha Banks, appearance at non-AEW event officially confirmed. Mercedes Mone, FK Sasha Banks, has been officially confirmed to appear at